Chemical reactions occur all around us, but what exactly are they? Hey guys, I'm Cherry and welcome back to my channel. So in this week's video, we're going to be looking at chemical reactions and some examples of them. But firstly, what is a chemical reaction? A chemical reaction is when the atoms of two or more reactants are rearranged to form a product. Your reactants are the substances that you start off with, and these can include elements like oxygen or compounds like water. On the other hand, your products are whatever you end up with. Now, it can be very hard to identify whether or not the atoms have been rearranged, so some indicators of a chemical reaction include change in temperature, change in colour, when a gas is formed, when a solid or precipitate is formed, and finally, when sound or light is produced. It is very important to note, however, that these indicators alone cannot prove that a chemical reaction has occurred, because for a chemical reaction to have happened, the atoms must have rearranged. For example, if you were to mix blue paint with yellow paint, you will observe a change in colour, which is an indicator of a chemical reaction. However, the atoms have not rearranged and no new product is being formed. Therefore, this is not an example of a chemical reaction. Now, I mentioned earlier that chemical reactions occur all around us, and some common day-to-day examples of a chemical reaction include cellular respiration, photosynthesis, and combustion. But firstly, we're going to be looking at cellular respiration. And this is the chemical reaction within both humans and animals, and this helps us to breathe and stay alive. Essentially, in cellular respiration, the oxygen that we breathe in combines with the glucose from our food to produce carbon dioxide, water in the form of vapors, and energy, which helps us to function. Photosynthesis, which is the second example of a chemical reaction, is essentially the inverse of cellular respiration. And this is when plants take in carbon dioxide, water, and light energy from the sun to produce oxygen and glucose. And the glucose is what they use to grow. Finally, combustion is a chemical reaction between fuel and oxygen, and this produces carbon dioxide, water, and energy. And this energy can be kinetic energy or light energy. Combustion is observed whenever you light a match, start a fire, or even drive your cars. So these are some very basic examples of a chemical reaction, but one that is a bit more complex but is still very, very popular is elephant's toothpaste. And this is a chemical reaction between hydrogen peroxide and a catalyst, and basically a foamy substance is formed and it erupts from its container. To make this, you will need hydrogen peroxide, dishwashing liquid, as well as a catalyst. So in this experiment, the catalyst could be potassium iodide, sodium iodide, or yeast. You will need to combine your hydrogen peroxide and dishwashing liquid in a container, and make sure that you place your container somewhere that you don't mind getting dirty, as this experiment can be a little bit messy. Once you've done that, pour in your catalyst, in this case potassium iodide, and you will see the chemical reaction take place immediately. While this is a very popular reaction, not many people know how it happens and why it happens, so let's take a look. Basically, the hydrogen peroxide, or H2O2, is a reactive substance that readily decomposes into water and oxygen. The dishwashing liquid captures the oxygen to form foam. This whole process is sped up by the potassium iodide, which is a catalyst, and a catalyst is basically a substance that speeds up the rate of a chemical reaction. So when the hydrogen peroxide combines with the potassium iodide, the decomposition process is sped up, meaning more oxygen and more water is being produced. Because more oxygen is available for the dishwashing liquid to capture, more foam is being created. And because more foam is being created in less time, it will erupt more rapidly, causing that amazing explosion that we all love. So to recap, a chemical reaction is when the atoms of a reactant are rearranged to form a product. Chemical reactions happen all around us, and they include things like cellular respiration, photosynthesis, and even combustion. If you guys can think of any more examples of day-to-day chemical reactions, make sure to leave them down below in the comments section. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye!